Hey there viewers, it's Charlie, I'm back again, and welcome to the second review of Energon Week. Now, for anyone who has no idea what this is, just watch my hotshot review. Pretty much I'm reviewing every Transformers Energon figure I currently own. But today, I shall review Energon Inferno. And right off the bat, I'm missing a piece. Because you see, well, you see this is supposed to be a water cannon. Well, when I bought this guy, he didn't come with a water cannon, and there's a reason for that. Because you see, I have pretty much every Energon Deluxe Autobot now, apart from Tow Line, but for the longest time, I did not have Inferno, as I could just never find them for a good price. So when I found this on eBay, even though it didn't have the water cannon, I was still desperate to buy it, so I asked the seller to reserve it for me, and he actually did, so that was very kind of him. But yeah, this is missing a bit here. It's supposed to be a missile launcher, and a gimmick right off the bat is if you move this water tank, it moves this to the side, and that's actually relevant to its transformation later on. But for now, let's have a 360 of Inferno. Here we can see this bit, which is sort of slanted, but detailing here, you can see his robot mode fists, and also insignia. We can actually see the power link pins for his gimmick in robot mode right in the windshield, and well, this guy's got his head in the bloody open. Why do they always do this? I mean, come on, Smokescreen did this. Armada Smokescreen did it. Armada Sideswipe did it. Why does everyone have their head showing just in plain sight? I mean, I think this is supposed to be the official transformation, so yeah, that's not pleasant to look at. Here we can see the top. We have the symbol, which indicates he can combine. I forgot to show that with Hot Shot review. And this circle thing, which I also forgot to show in Hot Shot review. This is supposed to accept Energon stars or crystals, which were supposed to be little things that come with the little, pretty much the scout class guys, so like the Omnibots and the Terracons. Yes, I said Terracons. It's not Abominus. And not the Omnibots that were G1 Mailways either, but anyways. Underneath, no kibble. So that's pretty much this is where my tongue stops working. This is it for his vehicle mode, but I do have a comparison to make. For I have Generation 1 Inferno, or to be more specific, Commemorative Series Inferno, but let's compare these guys. So, Energon Inferno is here on the left, and G1 Inferno is on the right. Here we can see that the Energon Inferno's window is much bigger than G1 Inferno's. The grill is different, and, well, the head isn't even showing on the G1. Here we can see that Generation 1 Inferno has a ladder, where Energon Inferno has this water cannon. Both Infernos actually have the stabilizer thing, which none of them, they both don't go out, unfortunately. The back, where this Inferno doesn't even have his hand showing because his hands are separate pieces. And unlike Energon Inferno, G1 Inferno has this thing for a little driver to go in, because that was the original release from Japan. And we can even see that Energon Inferno has sirens instead of the lights. But that pretty much does it for Inferno. So I'll transform G1 Inferno later, and we'll see them in robot mode. But to get this guy transformed, what we do is we actually remove the cannon, which is easier said than done. We actually turn that 2 notches. What we do is we take these little grey bits and flip them out to the side, covering the second set of wheels. We take the back and we move that, exposing his feet. We unhook this entire thing and just move that downwards. With the back, we actually spread that out. If you can see that, hang on, just to my camera. And then just move those. And then what we do is we open these little things, if you can see, we open these and, well, here we have Inferno in his robot mode, and with this you have two options. Either leave the cannon on his arm, like so, or my preferred way is have him hold it as a weapon. That's normally how I displayed this guy. So, yeah. We just have a 360 of this guy, get rid of his weapon for now. Here we can see the back, which is rather, well, his head's on a stem, and that's for the gimmick. We can see these will flip out for his power link gimmick. That pretty much does it for the 360, so let's have a look at his head. The head is actually rather unique. It doesn't look like any other Inferno. Like, it's not black like the actual G1 Inferno. It's not overly crazy like Beast Wars Inferno. And it doesn't have a mouth plate like Armada Inferno, if you remember Thrust's review. So yeah, this Inferno's got a unique head sculpt. Now, before I move on, I like to say something. And I'm just getting G1 Inferno in his robot mode for the comparison. In the Energon cartoon, there was a series of episodes where, well, there was an episode called Imprisoned Inferno, or as the episode itself was actually titled Imprisoned Inferno, it was a typo. Well, pretty much, Megatron was torturing Inferno and trying to turn him into a Decepticon. Because, of course, every Inferno has to be a Decepticon. Have you seen Beast Wars Inferno? Anyways, well, in that, pretty much, Inferno was killed off in that episode, plunging himself into a sun. But he was actually rebuilt into a yellow and brown crane truck, and he was renamed Roadblock. No, not the G.I. Joe character, not the Generation 1 Pretender, a new Roadblock, who's pretty much Energon Grapple. But for comparison, here we have Inferno with his grandfather, Generation 1 Inferno. And well, we can see a few differences. With Energon Inferno, he's much wider. It's like comparing Wario with Waluigi. Here we can see that G1 Inferno's head looks different, as I've covered. The arms or the shoulders are much wider. This is where my tongue stopped working again. We can see that this Inferno's shoulders are much wider. And this Inferno doesn't have any wings. We can even see the placement of the wheels are different. Whereas with G1 Inferno, they're actually on his feet. With Energon Inferno, they go for a more Optimus Prime-like approach and have them on the side of the legs. So yeah. Also, this Inferno actually has the thing on his back, the ladder, instead of it becoming a weapon. And the head's actually different. The head is actually stored in, well, the ladder section instead of actually being right in the open. that pretty much does it for the comparison. Let's get on to the bit that, well, everyone probably skips. Oop, sorry about that. My camera fell because my stand is horrible. If you saw my face, I'm sorry. I know it's hideous. But anyways, let's get on to the Energon power link gimmick. And for this, I will be using hot shot and downshift. So if I just rip them in half, we'll get Inferno into his torso mode first. So what we do is, well, take the arms and move them forward like so. We take the back, and these bits will actually flip out, and it doesn't hurt to flip up his feet too. With his head, we unhook that, and well, just get it situated right there, because there's a little peg there that his head will go into. And then situate the legs so they actually form shoulder cannons. Then with this bit, we actually move the grill up squeakily, move that down to expose the paddling port. And that's pretty much Inferno and torso mode, so if we just get downshift again, and paddle link! So, here we have Power Link Inferno. You know, I mean, yeah. I mean, I have to give Inferno credit. At least his arms don't, at least his feet don't turn into giant arms like what Hotshot did. I gotta give him credit for that. Instead his legs form these huge shoulder cannons. However, the back, we have all that kibble and even Downshift's head, but this isn't about Downshift, so I'll go over that in his review soon. But that's pretty much Inferno in his torso modes. So if I just rip these guys in half, like that movie Jazz, and I'll just get this guy back into his robot mode. So now we have Inferno, mostly in his vehicle mode, or robot mode. That's the second time I've done that mistake. Only these bits still transform like that, because, well, the first bit to Inferno's leg mode is, well, these bits fold out like so. With his head, we just close that up. We make him T-pose, and I forgot to show his articulation. It's pretty standard. The knees, the arms, the head doesn't move that well. But this is going to be hard to show, but we actually move the red bits out. We split the legs so he can put his head through. We move that downwards, and, well, these are supposed to plug in. You see? I don't know if that's and that bit just comes off. Excuse me for a minute. That's legit the first time that bit's ever come off. But thankfully I've managed to get it on very quickly instead of fumbling about with it. Because if you remember Hotshot's review, I managed to break his arm off by accident, and it took me like, not minutes, but it took me a little while to get his arm back into place. But here we have Inferno as a pair of trousers. And if we just get the Hotshot on, here is Inferno in leg mode. So yeah, I've had a lot of people saying that Inferno's leg mode is going to be the best out of all the deluxe Autobots. And I mean, I like how he turns around for it, for the leg modes, because normally that'll be his front. So yeah, and fun fact, this here combination, Hotshot as the torso and Inferno as the legs, is the most common Power Link combination out of all of the Transformers Energon Power Link stock footage. Pretty much, I think this is the one that's seen the most. But if we just get a Hotshot out the way and get Inferno back in. This is gonna be a pain. Now, another fun fact. This Inferno is the second Inferno in the Unicron trilogy, after the Inferno from Transformers Armada, who was supposed to be Thrust's Minicom partner. And I've already technically reviewed Armada Inferno, along with my review of Armada Thrusts. So, yeah. And I've just nearly got this guy into his robot mode again. That pretty much does it for his... That pretty much does it for Inferno's review. Do I recommend him? Well, yeah. This guy's rather fun and cool, and I just realized I forgot to flip these up. But anyways, as I was saying, this Inferno is rather fun to play with. He's not too hard to transform aside from his weapon. Although for me, this guy was really hard to track down, and I'm very lucky to have this guy. So if you find this guy, yeah, go ahead, because it could be your only chance. This has been my review on Inferno. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.